What's up, everybody? It's the Digital World Podcast. We got a lot of information to go over today, so let's get started. So, Microval filings with the breaking news here. It seems that the court has yielded to Ripple's request to compel the securities regulator, the SEC, to produce documentation regarding why it approved Bitcoin and Ethereum as non securities. Let's go ahead and look at the article here. We see here that the judge has ruled that on Tuesday, April 6th at 2 p.m., Ripple Labs and the SEC will take part in a discovery conference via telephone to address Ripple's demand that the SEC produce documents relevant to the XRP case. Okay, now we can go see here the Judge Netburn, her signature authorizing recordings of the previous discovery conference. Okay, and so also John Deaton said not to record these. So, because it's not legal to do so. So, be mindful of that. And so we see that when the request about these documents were made, Ripple representatives insisted that the SEC was keeping evidence to itself that would prove that the SEC had told crypto exchanges that XRP was not a security. Okay, so hopefully they get a hold of these documents, and we'll move, or we'll wait to see what happens next. I know today John Deaton had a call with the judge, presenting his case on behalf of the XRP community. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll keep you posted on that situation when more information comes out. Now, Jeremy Hogan said, I read the defendant's response letter in their request to obtain SEC records related to Bitcoin and Ethereum, which the SEC publicly stated are not securities. He says, bottom line, I would be shocked if the judge does not make the SEC provide these documents. Okay? The lawsuit against Brad/Chris bring knowledge of wrongdoing into play, and that is turning into a big mistake for the SEC. As it is what makes these documents relevant. How big a mistake will depend on what is in the documents. So what are they trying to hide here, They don't want to release all this information. We know that one of the exchanges had had discussions with the SEC about listing XRP or not. We would probably assume it was Coinbase because they're really they're tough in terms of getting assets on their platform, on their exchange. So maybe some of those conversations the SEC doesn't want to be exposed. Now he keeps on saying here, he says another very interesting thing hidden in a footnote. The SEC told the retail XRP holder that emailed the SEC that it had not made a determination as to whether XRP was a security in, wait for it, in October of 2020. Are you kidding me? They might have been drafting the lawsuit in October, he says. Finally, the SEC is not helping itself when it tells the judge half-truths. You can't tell the court you produced 97,000 documents when half of those documents were produced from Ripple to the SEC pre-litigation. That is a sure way to piss off the judge. So we see here that there's a lot of missteps by the SEC, and sooner or later, you're going to get caught, What's the whole point of doing all these things? You're going to get caught in court. And so it's very interesting. See, I don't know how the SEC comes out of this because there's a lot of proof against them, and I don't know how long it could drag on. I'd recommend watching one of Jeremy Hogan's videos where he breaks down the timelines for this court case, and he could, settlement could happen any time, between now and September, I suppose. And he gives more details as to what are the possible options or possibilities of how this court case ends. Now, keep in mind, Gary Gensler still hasn't been confirmed as SEC chairman, so it'll be interesting to see what his opinion is on this case. And I mean, there's videos where he talks about XRP being a non-compliant security, but there's other videos as him viewing it as a bridge currency. So he's on both sides of the aisle, but it'll be interesting to see how he um, goes about regulation. And it's just a matter of time. I don't know when that confirmation will take place, but it'll be worth watching and being informed on that, because it could really transform this space once he gets in there. So I guess we'll keep you guys posted and updated on that. Now, Benoit Courier posted this. He said, "A big thank you to Christine Lagarde and Mark Carney for joining the BIS Innovation Summit that's been going on these past few days and addressing sustainable growth." See, these we've been seeing these words a lot: sustainable growth, climate action or climate change. We discuss climate disclosure in the financial system and much more, aligning incentives along value chains, using satellites to track emissions. Now, the digital asset investor has been talking about nodes on a satellite, and this is becoming more and more prevalent. And at one point, it's going to be fully disclosed, and we're going to see why they've been shooting up lots of satellites. Starlink has been, and Elon Musk have been sending off some satellites into space. I believe the goal is to get 42,000 satellites, which is a lot. So, I mean, we're entering this new financial system, the new normal, a new world order. So, and this is what it looks like. Being able to track all these things, mobilizing digital money and smart contracts, rewiring the economy for digital transformation and sustainable transformation. So, we're in interesting times, folks, and it's coming, and we're in it. We're currently in the process. Let me give my partner a follow. We're currently in the process of everything. So now this news came out yesterday, and thank you to Crypto XRP Crypto Wolf for posting this. We see that you can finally buy a Tesla car with Bitcoin. Isn't that something? And let's see, Tesla's using only internal and open source software and operates Bitcoin nodes directly. Bitcoin paid to Tesla will be retained as Bitcoin, is the key here, not converted to fiat currency. So the narrative has definitely been pushed of, oh, Bitcoin's here to stay, everyone's using it, hold on to your Bitcoin. And I'm telling you, when regulation comes in, which, you know, you may not completely get rid of Bitcoin, but you can definitely regulate it out of existence for sure. But I mean, this is, people are buying into it like crazy, and it's pretty high. And there's a big dip. There's been a big dip in the market. So, but this will incentivize people to keep holding on to their Bitcoin. And so one thing that I said in my last episode, I said no utility, no future. Okay, a lot of it's still speculation. And to end on this, I thought this post by Lord Vendetta was a very interesting post. So I am sure many of you have seen this Economist magazine where it talks about, world currency and all that jazz, and how they has cash or fiat burning and the phoenix rising from the ashes. But then he posts this, which is a patent which includes David Schwartz, and this is a multi-level distributed computer system for distributed processing, preferably includes a plurality of personal computers. A task inputted to the system is divided into a plurality of portions. Okay, so it goes talking about, different ways that you can distribute processing information. I suppose I'm not fully technical and stuff, but it's interesting to see how um, they have this layout here of how one user can connect to multiple users on this end. And David Schwartz was a part of this patent. So something interesting there. Hope this episode has brought you some value. Like and subscribe. And know that This SEC case gets interesting by the minute. There's the Digital World Podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode.